All right, Coach. Tough way to end the season. Fun match, but obviously, not ideal. Just your thoughts on tonight.
Oh, our girls definitely came to compete, and it was a heartbreaker when we let them go on some of those runs. But the tips really did kill us, and they are very consistent on continuously to set it up, and keeping the pressure on us. So I applaud them on that, and always swinging. They're good at converting to offense and changing it up. The tip, the cross, the line, whatever. They've got a lot of plays in their arsenal for sure.
You guys were up like 21-14 in the second set. I'm sure that's going to be what keeps you up at night. But if you had a do-over in that set, is there anything you think maybe you guys could have done differently? Of course, hindsight's 20/20.
Absolutely. That's always something to do. Thanks for pointing out that wonderful run that they took there. But there were some changes that we definitely could have made, but sometimes it is hard to make those in the middle of a game. We have some very young players. We had 4 sophomores on the court. We had a freshman on the court. We've got strong leaders, but we only have 2 seniors. So game time adjustments with the younger level players are much more difficult to throw in the middle of a game, and we don't see a ton of high-level competition like this up in our area in the northwest corner.
Offensively, what do you feel you guys were able to do well tonight? It seemed like when you guys got going, things were clicking.
Absolutely. We try to run a fast tempo game, and that's where we really thrive. So when they put the pressure on us a lot and we have to slow our tempo down, that's kind of where we struggle. So if we can find a way to keep that fast tempo going, that's when we really strive in our game.
Speak to how this team has been able to grow from the start of the year now. As you mentioned, it's a really young team, but you get to close the year as one of the last 16 in Class 1.
Absolutely. That's nothing to hang your head about. And I tell the girls, we're hanging a banner in our gym, and that's great. And to be able to come here and compete and not let it go in a 3-0 and to really stretch the games out, that's great for these girls. Those learning experiences are awesome. And we did have a big change in our lineup in the middle of the season when some of those younger girls stepped up and earned their spot. And they still showed it tonight. They earned that spot, and I'm very proud of them.
What do you feel that Wellington-Napoleon was able to do well tonight against you guys that kind of led to the result?
Swing, tip. Cross cut, line hit, tip. And we had a hard time adjusting to those transitions, especially on the tip. We were ready for those hard swings. You always have to be ready in this level of competition when you hit your postseason. But when they threw the tip at us, it was really hard for us to transition and pick those up and then make our conversion to offense at that time.
These are probably the worst or the lowest hanging rafters I think I've ever seen in any gym. I know you guys had multiple balls that didn't go your way because of that. Speak to the challenge and the frustration I'm sure that brings.
Absolutely. We play in a giant facility. We have a brand new renovated facility at our place, and it's college level size, and we've got an upper mezzanine, so ceiling is never a factor for us. But it's not that we've not played in away gyms that had it. It's just hasn't been as much of an obstacle for us, especially when we just hosted districts. So the last week we've seen our nice high ceiling. So tracking the ball off these rafters did pose a problem, and you could tell Wellington-Napoleon practices in this gym every day, and they can adjust to that really easily.
When you look back on this season, what are you going to remember?
I'm going to remember hanging a banner. I'm going to remember 19 wins. I'm going to remember my seniors and them playing their heart out every day.
Young team, kind of looks like the future could be bright. I'm sure you feel that way too.
Absolutely. We're training our younger players, and they've stepped up this year, but they've definitely got a long ways to go. They got a lot of different plays that we can put in our playbook that we haven't been running this year as cleanly as I would like, and just more touches on the ball. We played in an extra tournament this year, and we got game time experience for those girls, and it shows, but we still got some volleyball to play for sure.